Welcome to Smithtown Spotlight. I'm your host, Bobby Rabbit, and today we are at a downtown Smithtown institution, Tandy's. In a few minutes, we're going to go inside and speak with the manager of the Smithtown location, Bill Miller, and find out a little bit more about what Tandy's is all about. So we are here with Bill Miller, who is the manager of Tandy Smithtown. Bill, thank you for taking some time out of your day to speak with us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, when did Tandy Smithtown officially open?
This location in Smithtown has been here for 10 years. We're actually celebrating a 10-year anniversary soon. There are two locations that were here prior to this, the one in Northport, which is still there, and there was one at Center Reach, which is no longer there.
Being that it is the 10-year anniversary, do you have a whole year's worth of events planned, or is there like a special day or weekend that you're going to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of Tandy's?
The last week in September, we have events planned all week. At the end of the week, on Friday, we have a band called Radio Ride, and on Saturday, a band called The Touch. They're two of the best bands on Long Island.
How can people find out about the local events that you have here at Tandy Smithtown?
NapperTandysIrishPub.com would be the best way to do it. You can also find us on Facebook and on Twitter.
Okay.
Napper Tandy's Irish Pub is updated with all of our local events.
And do you also have a phone number?
Sure, it's 631-360-0606.
Now, you've been here the whole 10 years that it's been open. Was it as big a nightlife destination 10 years ago as it is today, or has it kind of evolved into a big nightlife destination?
It really has been like that since day one. I think that this town was really looking for a sports bar like this. This bar was built with 32 TVs. You know, since then the TVs have been upgraded to HD, and I think people in this town were looking for a sports pub just like this.
You're also involved heavily in local and like national charities and everything like that. Can you tell us a little bit about your involvement?
Sure. Since the bar's been open, we've hosted several charity events. Several for breast cancer, pancreatic cancer as well. Over the last couple of years, we worked with the Jared Krem Foundation. Jared was a local soldier who lost his life in Afghanistan, and his family held a charity event here. Okay. Recently, we also held a fundraiser for the Courtney Sipes Foundation. Courtney Sipes was a young girl who was killed crossing the road right here in Main Street. Okay. Now, you guys also do catering. Is it on premises, or do you also do off premises? Tell us a little bit about the catering. We do on and off premises, though most of our catering is done on premise. There really is no limit depending on the type of event you want to hold. We do everything from 30th birthdays to christenings, and you know, we've actually had a few christenings recently. Over the last few years, we've become a popular place to do christenings. Okay. It sounds surprising to a lot of people who don't know about this location, but you know, we're doing pretty well. We have a good team of chefs who put together a good menu for these events.
And I would assume that depending on the size of the party, they can either rent out the entire location, or I guess you would still have like a little part for that and still have it open to the general public?
It depends how busy it is. It depends what you're looking for exactly. Okay. For something like a christening, which is usually done in the afternoon, you usually have the whole place to yourself, which is, you know, usually good for the kids, you know, who get to run around and, you know, whatever entertainment we have, whether it be clowns or a DJ. You have a whole room for yourself for those.
Bill, recently you guys made some renovations, specifically the outdoor patio. What was the reason behind doing those renovations?
When we got the approval to do it through the building department, I think that we really decided it would have a positive impact on our lunch and dinner business. And it has. You know, if you walk through the town, I think it's added something really nice to the town. People like to dine outside. I think it's that simple. We were able to put the tables out there, and people in the town have really enjoyed having lunch and dinner outside.
Where did the name Tandy's come from?
Well, James Tandy was an Irish revolutionary who fought against the British for Irish independence. Okay. The owners thought that really wanted to find a name which represented their Irish tradition and heritage, and they thought that was a good way to do it.
Now you guys serve traditional pub fare, the burgers, the sandwiches, the wings, all of that sort of stuff. Do you also have any dishes that are unique to Napper Tandy's?
Well, we're definitely known for our wings and our burgers, but we do have the traditional Irish fare, such as shepherd's pie and fish and chips. And if you are looking for a traditional Irish menu, we're really the only place in town to go for that.
Bill, what would you like Napper Tandy's to be known for?
I think we want to be known in the town as a good, clean environment where people could come for lunch or dinner. We want to be the place where people come to watch their local sporting events. We carry all the Major League Baseball games, the NHL games, and of course we have the NFL Sunday ticket along with all the UFC fights.
Okay.
And we also book some of the best bands around.
Great. Can we hop into the back room and see your chefs prepare some of your dishes?
Sure, let's go.
We'd like to thank Bill Miller, the Smithtown location manager of Napper Tandy's, for joining us today and explaining a little bit more about what Napper Tandy's is all about. If you have any questions or would just like to know more information about catering, parties, events, or anything that goes on here at Napper Tandy's, you can either call 631-360-0606 or you can visit their website, www.nappertandysirishpub.com. For Smithtown Spotlight, I'm Bobby Rabbit.